for Seattle. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer, Matt Ryan.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to Calvin.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Here's Ryan. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Now 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Chris Carson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defense.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. A slant to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 27 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is DJ Reed returning. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To throw is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st down, Seattle.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
And 15.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Jason.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
A gain of 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Reed on the tackle.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage. And
that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 74 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 8. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 20.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Seahawks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. 3rd down here.
Complete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
7-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Seahawks, 1st down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Second and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Makes the score Falcons 24.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down, Seahawks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
To Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It'll be Carson. They run for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives to Gurley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had the game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
11-yard line.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And the script really has flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Darquez Denard there defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson steps away. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Seattle.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Phillip.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Buying time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Gurley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to...
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I